there, everybody. Today is Wednesday, the 12th of October. The Phillies are in the playoffs. They won yesterday against the Braves, and they're going against the Braves today at 4 o'clock. 4:30, I think. So if I'm a bit distracted and you're coming after work, it might be because I'm trying to pay attention to the baseball game. But it's Wednesday, and when it's Wednesday, you know what that means. That means it's time for another Comics Again. All right, thanks for tuning in to another Comics Again, where I take a look at all the new number ones and things that tie into main events going on in the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe, and any other kind of crossover that might happen. We might even get into some trades at the back of this. There's a lot to cover this week, so let's get right to things. Coming your way from DC Comics, it's one lone tie-in to the Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. This time around, it's the World Without a Justice League, Green Arrow, and there's a Black Canary story in here too. So check this out if you're following all things Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. And if you're looking to be a little spooky this season with those DC comics, check out this DC Terror Through Time Beefy Boy seasonal Halloween special, one-shots and anthology. It's got all sorts of stuff, all sorts of creepy stories featuring all your favorite spooky and non-spooky DC Comics characters. Get it now. And guess what? It's time for Batman to get incorporated once more, as there's a new Batman Incorporated series coming your way this week. Batman Incorporated issue number 1. All your favorite Batman friends, League of Heroes, all of them are here, back together. This time, they got Ghostmaker's running the thing. So there you go. New Batman Incorporated. All right, holy crap, Marvel Comics. Did you have to put all of these tie-ins out this week? I guess they did, because the Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals Judgment Day series is getting close to the end, and they're having all the things that are tying into the series come out, I guess, for the next couple weeks until this thing's all wrapped up and said and done. So let's waste no further time with those sort of explanations and jump right into what's coming your way today. I'm not going to be able to hold these all up in one shot like I try to do all the other times, so pay attention. It's the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day, Eternals one-shot. This is wrapping up those 3 one-shots, so grab this now if you've been reading those one-shots. It's issue 3 of the Judgment Day, Death to the Mutants. It's coming your way right now. Wrap up that little storyline with this one, issue 3. There's an Iron Fist one-shot that ties in. It's a Judgment Day Iron Fist one-shot. Look at that. It's Iron Fist. If you need more, there's more. Fantastic Four issue 48 ties in this week. That's some Judgment Day tie-in action. Captain Marvel issue 42 ties in this week for some Judgment Day action. The Immortal X-Men issue number 7 drops this week, tying into Judgment Day. Legion of X issue number 6 ties into Judgment Day. X-Force issue 32 ties into Judgment Day this week. And lastly, but not leastly, my boy Wolverine with issue 25 is tying into Judgment Day. Those are all your Judgment Day tie-ins this week. Let's switch gears and take a look at some other stuff coming out from Marvel that have nothing to do with Judgment Day. First off, it's a new Wakanda series. The Black Panther can't go back to Wakanda due to some events that happened in previous series, and check out how Wakanda will be dealing with that, as there's sort of a power vacuum going on there now. First issue features Shuri, so get in on this Wakanda issue number 1. It seems like there might be some sort of Black Panther movie coming out with Wakanda and Namor involved, because there's also a new Namor comic this week. Namor the Submariner features Conquered Shores. Sort of an old man Namor comic book. It's in the future. Namor's sort of ruling everything. So check it out. It's a new Namor. There's another new Punisher one-shot coming your way. This time, the Punisher War Journal Brother, issue number 1, is here to flesh out more of what's going on with the new Punisher, as he's in charge of that stuff going on with the Hand. Look into this, if you like that. And do you like them Star Wars? Because I got more Star Wars for you. This week, there's a new High Republic from Marvel. It's a new Star Wars High Republic issue number 1. Yeah, more stuff from before. You know, Yoda was young, so get in on this. And if you were a fan of that Disney Plus Star Wars Vision series, you loved that first issue, that first episode, first installment, first story that featured that black and white Ronin story with the colored lightsabers, and it was awesome, and you were all about it, because everyone seemed to be all about it. Check out this Star Wars Visions number 1 one-shot, which features that character moving forward. Learn more. The creators of that cartoon did this comic. So check it out, Star Wars Visions, number 1. It's that Ronin swordsman. This is gonna be awesome. It's great. All right, now that we got all those Marvel tie-ins to Judgment Day and everything else out of the way, let's take a look at the things coming your way from the other comic book companies. First off, coming your way from Boom Studios is a new horror story called The Approach. If you need some new spooky and gross and scary horror action, check this one out. It features a plane that's been missing for a whole bunch of years. The fine folks at AFTERSHOCK are bringing us yet another Chicken Devil miniseries. Yeah, you guys all liked that first one so much, they're making a second. Chicken Devil, Series 2, Issue number 1 is here. Keep this one going. From Archie Comics and their Archie horror line comes The Chilling Adventures of Salem. Everyone's favorite talking cat gets their own Halloween special one-shot. So check it out. Salem. And Jerry Duggan, Brian Posehn, and Scott Koblish team up once again. It's not just for their Deadpool or that secret history of weed, but they're teaming up for another book. It's the Halloween Party. It features that character Scott McTiernan from the secret history of the war on weed, but now it's, Halloween themed. So get in on this if you need a good laugh and a good puff for this Halloween season. Halloween Party. All right, here comes the point of the video where we're done looking at issues and I show you a couple graphic novels and things you should be checking out this week. Let's start off with something scary. James Tynan's got 2 graphic novels coming your way this week. First off, it's The Closet, that little 3-issue miniseries that they did not too long ago. It's coming your way for $14.99, collects the whole thing. It's spooky scary. But then also, Something's Killing the Children, Volume 5 is here just in time to scare your socks off just in time to scare the socks off of you. I don't know. It's $14.99 for Volume 5. It's $14.99 for Volume 1. Get these scary books now, because it's scary season. Speaking of scary, you might know that those guys from the last podcast on the left teamed up with some comics greats to create a Soul Plumber series this past year. Well, now it is in hardcover. It's available now. It's the entire series. It's $24.99. Get this thing, add it to your collection, and that way you can show people you really are a fan of the last podcast on the left. Soul Plumber. It's here in hardcover. And by this point, you know the drill. You've probably even received Ed Brubaker's email newsletter telling you that it's out. Well, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips have a new Reckless hardcover coming your way this week. It's Volume 5 of the series. Coming right through that shelf of yours. You know you're going to want to put it there. And for $24.99, if you buy it right now, we have a limited supply of signed book plates. Like I said, you know the drill. You buy the book, you get the book plate, you put it together, and you have a cool collectible for your shelf. So, don't forget, follow me down. The newest volume of the Reckless series by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips is available for you today. And coming your way for $30 in a nice hardcover is the first ever collection of Alan Moore short stories in one book. Yeah, check it out. It's Illuminations. It's Alan Moore's newest collection of writings. He's not doing comics anymore, so you're gonna have to read some prose. So start off here with this $30 hardcover of short stories. It's got a lot of big names doing pull quotes on it, so, it's Alan Moore. It's gonna be pretty good. And lastly, coming your way, and by no means leastly when I say lastly, is one of the books that I am most excited for this week. If you've been getting our email newsletter, you've seen me hyping it up and talking about it, because our pal Jamar Nicholas, you might know him, he's a Philadelphia cartoonist. He's been drawing comics in this city for a really long time. He's got a new book, and his comics are now being published by Scholastic, which is huge. So get your copy now of Leon the Extraordinary, the new graphic novel from Jamar. It's coming your way today. Right now, it's $12.99. It's all ages, super fun. You can't go wrong with this. This stuff's great. Cool. Thank you very much for tuning in today to yet another episode of Comics Again. If you can't shop with us in store, feel free to hit us up at bravenewworldscomics.com and do all of your shopping from the comfort of your couch. Anyway, we'll see you again here next week, where hopefully the Phillies have progressed beyond where they are in the playoffs at this moment and are moving on to the next step. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one, and we'll see you again soon. Get it now. It's coming out your way from Scholastic. It's cool. That's cool as heck. It's going to be in schools, book fairs, and all that stuff. Book orders. I don't know. Do they still do all that? If they don't, they really should, because this book needs to be everywhere. Get Jamar's new book, Leon the Extraordinary, today, right now. Give it to a friend. Give it to a friend's kid. Read it. I don't know. Give it to your kids. Comics are great.